Came out at first light where we've been taking off the project. So starting off on Columbia to show what's been completed and built and items that could potentially be back charge items that are not our fault or responsibility. It starts with this concrete out here on Columbia. You've got chipped up concrete. I think there's some cracked panels. Yeah, there's some cracked panels in there that will have to be replaced, but we will not be responsible for being back charged on. So there's cracked panels on the sidewalk and some broken edges of curb on Columbia that need to be fixed, but are not our responsibility. You got some areas in here where we're not able to finish because they're still doing stuff out here. The claim is that we were going to get this job done next week, and they wanted it done sooner, and there needed to be some communication on what was feasible and what was not. So as I'm looking out here right now, there's something going on right here where the concrete cannot be poured right now. Deanie's out here as we speak. They've been hired to come out and do some work, but I don't think Deanie's going to finish getting the job done this week. So they'll be in the same position we were, and we communicated that we were going to finish a lot of what we could finish in the moment on site by next week, because there's still other items to be done outside of what we need to have done. As you can see, they're trying to get landscape done in here, and then down there's some backfill, and I'll show you what all that's about. There's also some strips of concrete that need to be done, and they wanted to get some of this done now, but we had already expressed that we were going to want to try to get all that done at the same time when we go to do the other work. Okay, so I was trying to look and see where that concrete might be on Columbia, but I don't really see it right now. Maybe it's up there farther, but we told the customer we want to be able to do all that work at the same time instead of trying to get that special mix and sandblasting done on separate days, because the job's not cost to be done that way, and no matter what, the job would get done next week because of all the other stuff that needs to be done right now. Okay, so none of this stuff was able to be done ahead of time. Couldn't have got a lot of this stuff done earlier than what we've done already. Broken curb out here on Terry. There's a planter box that Asaf said we could pour in, that's over there, and then the next day he got told that you can't have it, so it needed to be removed, but we were told we could do it at the time. There's been a lot of wear and tear on the concrete, as you can see through here, which is obviously not something that is our doing right now. And then down here, the pouring in the curbing along through here. There's some concrete needs to be done, but as you can see, there's foam and backfilling that needed to be done, and Deanie's trying to do that right now. They're trying to backfill that area, and that's what they were wanting us to do, is backfill that area. Okay, but we didn't have the trucks to do it, according to Eric, so we weren't able to backfill that area. There's a section of concrete right along where the plywood wall is, along through there, where from that planter box there, it's supposed to be 4 inches higher, and it's supposed to slope down to the concrete, to the existing concrete that you see over there. Obviously that hasn't been poured yet, so we don't have to redo anything over there at the moment, but there is some slope concrete that we need to do in this section right here that could be a back charged item. Like I said, the curb here, they're trying to get that in, and we're gonna see if they actually get it done this week or not. Looks like they're trying to. They're doing some of the excavation over on the corner here, which they've been asking us to do for it's just over a week. I was told about it about 2 weeks ago, that they wanted to get this corner all removed and start getting it ready for the ADA ramps. And you can see Deanie's trying to do that right now. They've already started doing some of the backfill in this area. It's hard to see any other cracked concrete that's in there right now. I didn't see any concrete that's cracked, but I do know that there's some broken curb there. So here's this side right here. Need to get done, and JTM's out here. As far as I know, none of the concrete's cracked out here from what I can see. Oh yeah, they've got some areas marked out that they broke off the curb or the sidewalk that we had already poured. So that was damaged by the contractor, not by us. So you can see those X's where they broke concrete along the edge here. So they broke a lot of concrete along there. I don't see any cracks here yet, but that is where I'm noticing cracked concrete. There's cracked concrete right there. That's after the fact. So that will not be a back charge item to us. And that's all I can see right now. Just this week, they asked us to do some asphalt restoration on the road there, and down there. And we were gonna put a change order together. So they're actually talking with the inspector right now over there in that corner, JTM is, on what needs to be done. So there's still decisions that are being made out here on the corner of Terry and Cherry. They're still popping out asphalt, old asphalt and concrete on that end. So it's not ready yet for pouring, but today's Thursday, so we'll see how that goes. That's all stone pavers on top right there, so you can't see our concrete underneath. So that's not something we need to look at, but all this concrete that's been done here, and then you got this, we did all of this. We ripped this out along the curb and gutter to try to get that done, but it's not ready yet to be put together. I don't think there's any other cracked concrete in here as of right now. Road restoration out here, grind and overlay still supposed to be done, but can't be right now. This obviously is an issue down here. There's a bench area that's out front here, and I didn't mention it, but over there where the cone is, there's a weird funky 17x5 plinth that needs to be done, that they asked us to do, and it was going to be a change order item because it wasn't in the contract. Conrad and I did not talk about doing that. And then there's also some benches potentially in these couple areas that we also did not have under contract. So it would have been a change order for any benches that needed to be formed, and then the plinth that is out front, the 17x5 plinth, that is not in the contract, and that would have also been an additional change order. Okay, I can't see if there's cracked concrete underneath a lot of that because there's a lot of debris, but as you can see, there is damaged concrete out here on this side that we're not responsible for after pouring. None of our concrete failed. It got broke, so it's cracked right there. Okay. Obviously it's cracked like right there where I showed on Columbia. Cracked underneath there too. So there's multiple areas where they've cracked it through construction. That's not our responsibility.